Hey guys, and you're back with Dominic on Blitz Radio.
Hey, how are we?
And we're actually live now with Montaigne.
Montaigne, how are we?
I'm very well, how are you?
So she's here, she's just dropped her new album, Glorious Heights. We're going to be chatting to her about today. How do you feel after all the hard work that went into it?
Pretty satisfied.
Pretty satisfied?
Fulfilled, personally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all of those.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, before we started, I was actually telling you how we met for the
Yeah.
first time, started a great friendship. For those of you listening, I was a little drunk at the Life of Montaigne concert, and I went up to...
You an alcohol, Nick? No way.
Oh, mate, that was the only time I've ever drunk.
Fair enough.
No, and I went up to... can I call you Jess?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Ah, sweet. I went up to Jess and said, "Oh, we've got a similar haircut." And
were you impressed by this, or were you like, not another idiot fan?
No. I like it when people change it up a bit, you know? Because, yeah, you know? It's people, yeah.
Well, I also ran into you when I was at the Colour Run, and you were at the job.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in a
Nick just
dress.
follows you around, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I was covered in chalk, and I was wearing a dress because it was for the Do It in a Dress month with One Girl. And it's a charity that helps girls in Africa. Yeah. And I was just going to ask you, like, do you have any weirder fan stories, or was I the worst, or...
Oh, you're definitely not the worst.
There you go, Nick.
Do I have a weirder fan story? There's like... I reckon there's probably stuff that I just haven't filed away in my memory space. But yeah, no, you weren't even weird. You're fine, you know. There are people... I actually had this older dude, come up to me at one of my second ever Brisbane headlines, and he was like, "I was at your first Brisbane gig. This one wasn't as good." I was just like, whoa. He was like, "But I guess you got to make money." I was like, "What do you mean by that?" Like, I think maybe he was complaining about like the new size of the venue, because the first one was like 50 people. It was tiny and it was really intimate and nice, and this one was like a step up. It was more like 200 people kind of thing. So and I think he was like upset that it wasn't like so personal anymore. Like, I still trying to make it personal, but he just wanted it to be like this many people. But because like he was like, "Yeah, I didn't like it as much as the last one, but I guess you got to make money," and that make money thing just makes me think maybe because of more ticket sales. I don't know, but I was just like, I'm mildly offended.
That's not even like weird. That's just straight up rude.
Yeah, it was a bit rude, but that stuff doesn't touch me much. But I was just like, what a strange comment to make.
I was going to say, which one do you prefer playing at, though? Like a more intimate gig, or just a festival?
I like both for different reasons.
No, you're going to ask as well.
I was going to ask the same question.
Look, we're on the same wavelength now.
Yeah, great minds think alike. But I like both. I like them both for different reasons. Like, I really like the intimate gigs because you actually get to, like, I talk a lot, and I enjoy some one-sided banter, and I'm fairly good at it. So I like intimate gigs for that reason, but I like big gigs for a more musical and performative reason, because I just, that you get more... If the more people there are, the less spotlighted you feel, almost. Like, it's kind of like, with Splendor, for example... There were quite a few people there, probably like 1,000 or more sort of thing at my set. And I try to keep eye contact with like my audience, but there are just way too many people for that. And so it comes just like a sea of faces that you can't really pick out one. So it's easier to just like lose yourself and do anything on there, which I like a lot.
What do you, like, obviously performing in front of such a large crowd, it would be pretty nerve-wracking. Like, is there any tactics that you use?
I don't get nervous.
Oh, really?
She just doesn't care, Nick. She's out there. She knows she's got a good voice behind her. She's all right.
Kind of, though. Like, I have enough faith in my talent to know that I'll do a good job, so I don't freak out anymore.
See, that's good. That's, like, the best situation that you could be in.
Pretty much.
So you just mentioned Splendor.
Yeah.
What was your favourite part of the festival?
Probably performing, and, that's sort of my passion, and I'm not much of a festival person. I'm pretty nana-ish. I was just having this discussion beforehand. I don't drink or anything. I don't take any influences, and
respectable.
And I sleep early, and because I talk so much and am very social, like, I drain myself very quickly at festivals because there are so many people and so many people that are there to talk, and so I reach a point where I'm like, wow, I need to nap.
I need to go back to my own tent.
And it's very quick. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also, like, I drink a lot of water, and it's just not readily available at festivals. So
a lot of people at Splendor don't share those same views. There's a lot of
exactly.
Splendor.
Exactly. I'm not
going on
I'm not someone. If I weren't a musician, I don't think I'd be like that kind of festival goer.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen at, like, you performed at Splendor? I heard from a little birdie you did a volunteer session at Falls Festival last year.
I did. I volunteered at Falls 2 years ago.
What's the weirdest thing? Like, there's some reports that come out. You see naked people sliding in the mud. A few days later, people shooing beers. Like, what's the weirdest thing you see backstage as well?
I feel like I haven't seen, like, truly weird things, although judging from Gang Reviews got he just got so smashed on after their, like, just before their set at Splendor, and he took his shirt off and was hugging everyone.
Wow.
And he just came up to me, he was like, Montaigne, I love you. And, like, he was just like, it's okay, Chachi. And then, like, a security guard walked past, and, like, he was like, hey, and he started running after her, and the guys had to, like, rein him in. It was a beautiful sight. He's a loving drunk, you know? Like, truly a man of the people when he's drunk. So that was amusing, because I've never actually seen him in such a state. It was great.
Not to deviate too much from the festival topic, but just out of curiosity, where did the stage name Montaigne come from? Was it?
It's the name of a French philosopher from the 16th century.
That's what we got on Google. We're, like, trying to find pictures and stuff, and all these, like, old philosopher drawings were happening.
Yeah, you gotta use the keyword music alongside Montaigne if you want to find me.
Well, if you Google it comes up with both the musician Wikipedia page, both your Wikipedia page and the philosopher's Wikipedia page, and I don't know. So it came from him and cool.
I wanted people to make the correlation.
Yeah.
So you got your tour coming up. Your Because I Love You tour, and you're going throughout September and October.
And we actually just added a new show to Sydney and Melbourne because they sold out. So
awesome. I've got that here.
Yeah, second shows.
Saw that. So you got a pretty intensive schedule by the looks of it. So you got the 5th of October at the Oxford Art Factory, which is your second show. You were saying you sold the first one out.
Yep.
Then you're down to Wollongong on the Friday, then back up to Oxford Art on the Saturday, and then the Sunday. How do you cope whilst being on tour? Just constant shows.
Well, I enjoy the nomadicness of it.
Yeah.
And also, like, it does get tiring, but it's worth it. And, like, I'm one of those people who's kind of like it's the job, so just suck it up and do it.
This is what I do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I signed up for this, and I take full responsibility for any of the aches and pains that come with it. You know.
That's fair.
So, like, sometimes I'm like, I'm so tired. There's nothing to eat because there's no vegan food or whatever. But, like, at the same time, like, I'll just buy a can of chickpeas or some toast and I'll nap on the plane. Like,
it sounds like a very different diet from a lot of touring musicians.
I don't bear much resemblance to many traditional romantic views of musicians out there. I'm not gonna lie.
So it seems like you sort of travel a lot with your music. Where's your favourite place in Australia? Like, where has been your favourite place to perform?
I feel like, in terms of geography or, like, social climate with cities, that doesn't bear so much of an impact on my favourite as, like, my emotional connection to places. So, like, Sydney, like, Oxford Art, that means a lot to me because I got a lot of gigs there, like, a lot. So now to finally play there, that'll be pretty special for me. Or any of the others, like Metro and Enmore, I'm always going to gigs at those. And, like, same with Melbourne, like, the Corner Hotel finally now, like, selling out one of those is amazing for me because my first ever tour was with San Cisco and they sold out like 2 or 3 corners.
Oh, wow.
And so that was like the first Melbourne stage I ever played. So yeah, that's like really cool for me. But I do like every other city like for their own reasons. Like I really love Adelaide now as well because of the Hilltops guys. Like they live there and, you know, so going there now means like going and visiting them, which is really nice. Or like Brisbane, got a lot of mates there as well. And it's just like, everywhere's good.
Friends all over.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the Hilltop Hoods, and you obviously collaborated with them on 1955.
Yes, indeed.
So how did that come about? That was an awesome song. It's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
They just got in contact with my management and was like, hey, can just sing on the song, and I was like, yeah, sure. And
I'll do it. Why not?
Yeah, and then that's pretty much it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're going to play Montaigne's new album, her first track from it, Glorious Heights. We'll be back with her after this. Okay, and we're back with Montaigne. Should probably sit back.
So I was just looking at the cover art of Glorious Heights, and it seems like you're in a very sort of heroic position. You've just slain a dragon. There's another dragon creeping up.
Got another challenge. Like, you just slain one and you're like, shit.
Pretty much.
Now I've got another one.
Do you have much say in the design of the cover?
The design was entirely me. Everything, all my visuals are driven by me. I can't have it.
So you drew it yourself? You're an awesome artist.
No. I just gave verbal instruction.
Oh, okay.
And he nailed it to a T.
Yeah,
that was like literally exactly what I wanted, what I was describing, and he bloody, got it
perfectly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's very like Nintendo.
It's like pretty like Lord of the Rings, like fantasy video game vibe.
Yeah. Do you play many video games? Or?
Yeah. I mean, my main thing's Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
Okay.
And growing up, I played like Crash Bandicoot and Tak and Spyro and sort of like there's more classic adventure games.
Nick just bought Spyro today.
I was going to say,
pretty big
it's a little bit of birthday present to myself.
Yeah, good. Spyro's some good stuff.
So good. Like,
but yeah, like I'm very oriented around like fantasy universes and stuff.
Yeah. What's your favorite fantasy universe?
Kingdom Hearts, probably.
Okay.
But I mean, like Kingdom Hearts is sort of like my childhood fixation, which has just stayed with me. But in terms of like an actual universe, like, I love Harry Potter, I love Lord of the Rings, I love like all those things. And if I were to live in one of those worlds, it would probably be Harry Potter, like hands down. Harry Potter's the best one of those. It's the least, I mean, it's still
would you be
perilous.
Harry Potter himself though? But like a woman version?
Harriet.
Well, no,
Harriet
I wouldn't
Potter?
want the stress of that job,
I reckon Ron would probably be the best for me.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be. I would want to just be a person, like an average witch or wizard who goes to Hogwarts.
I dropped my Wonderlot. I need a one case.
Probably Seamus Finnegan vibes,
Yeah, definitely.
But I'd prefer to be someone who like stays out of the path of Lord Voldemort.
Look, that's probably.
Please don't speak his name. He who shall not be named.
Shit stuff now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming.
So, as you can gather, so like Nick loses a lot of stuff, I drop a lot of stuff, other way around as well, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever stuffed up when you've been on stage, when you're performing? Have you ever tripped? You've forgotten lyrics?
I've definitely tripped a little bit, but my whole on stage thing is kind of like awkward and endearing, so I make it work. And I've definitely accidentally like spilt water all over myself while on stage.
You did. At least it wasn't beer or something.
Yeah. And people seem to generally not even notice when that happens. So
I think it's just part of the act. Like, some sort of like
like,
flash
she
dance
meant
thing
it.
now.
She's hilarious. What a clown.
See, that's awesome. Like, my younger sister actually, she got an... Sorry, Kayla, I'm going to embarrass you on the air. But she got
That's
an
if
award.
she's listening. We'll go, we picked at 19. Kayla, you can make it 20. Come on, Kayla.
Anyway, she got an award at high school, and she actually fell up the stairs.
Oh, good.
And this was in front of the... Good. Oh, no. No, but this was like in front of the whole school, and everyone started laughing at
We've
it.
had people do that, like went to collect an award and you see them go boom, boom, boom.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know how
So
you go
nothing
up
like
the stairs.
that in concert, or...
No, I don't think so.
Gone for a crowd dive, no one's caught you.
I haven't taken the bold step towards crowd surfing yet. No.
Do you want to?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I've seen St. Vincent do it. If she can do it, I'm like, well, then I can do it. But I'm also like...
Gang of Youth did it at...
Yeah, Dave did it. Oh, Chotch did it, I think, actually. Or maybe both of them did. I think
Just get
both
the whole
of them
band.
did.
They had the drums, they had the guitar, they're just playing
really?
on an audience.
Yeah.
No, not really. Just one of
No,
them.
I was
Chachi...
going to say, that's awesome.
One day, who knows? Right time, if I
Take a
feel
leap
it,
of
I'll
faith.
do it. You
You know what? Next concert I rock up to, I'm gonna
Nick will
like
catch
get
you.
a. Oh no, that. But I'll get an inflatable raft.
Oh, good.
And like inflate it, so you can do like a Steve Aoki.
Yeah, see, my fear is injury. I don't want to break a leg or have an eye poked out. So
that's reasonable.
yeah,
You keep singing whilst floating on a crowd of people.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Definitely be on the
another
bucket list if I were a singer.
Yeah.
Okay, so what bands are you listening to at the moment?
Yeah.
There's a dude I'm telling everyone about right now who I think is totally fabulous called Drella. He's Papa vs. Pretty's old frontman, Thomas Rawle.
Yep.
He's extremely talented. He's only got 3 songs out right now, but he's sent me some other stuff, and it's all like prodigious brilliance. He's amazing, and he animates his own videos as well.
Really?
I'm also really obsessed with that Dee Dee Dumbo song Satan. That's probably my song of the year. And there's a band which is a fusion of one of the people from, I think, Garbage and another like big band, and they've united to form Minor Victories, and they put it out an album that's pretty cool and good. And Vera Blue. I love her. She's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll check them out because I'm looking for new music and trying to get into more stuff.
Totes.
Nick's a big rap fan. If you've got any rap suggestions as well.
Well, I mean, you probably, I don't know if you've already heard
it starts to annoy the studio after a while.
Well, I don't know. Are you into Fundamentals or Taka at all? They're great.
Fundamentals are pretty good.
They play at the Unibar a lot.
Yeah.
They play down here
Taka
a lot.
is also really great. Like his solo stuff, I highly recommend. Like basically the last 2 albums. He's really awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check him out, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so lastly, what's the most embarrassing song you've got on your iPod?
Yeah.
What do you like to listen to? A bit of a guilty pleasure.
Well, I think like I don't sort of believe in the whole guilty pleasure thing when it comes to music, because I'm like, if you think it's a good song, just like bloody enjoy it.
But I've got like Summer Rain, but I'm not gonna like blast it down main.
You don't know. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like there's stuff that I'm like, I don't want to be ashamed of this, but if like you were to do that, like people would definitely.
Like you couldn't have it blaring in your room. Like your dad would come up like, Dom, what are you listening to again?
Well, like you mentioned before, I love 90s rap and like the very heavy, like, yo, I've got a gun. But then on my iPod, I've also got the entire Les Mis soundtrack.
Nice.
I love musicals.
Oh, that's totally
I feel like rap's just
I've got a more embarrassing
you're out there type thing. Like all of your iPod is like Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Les Mis.
Taylor Swift's great. My most embarrassing thing, I had a massive crush on all of the Jonas Brothers when I was 14. So, in fact, just today, I was listening to their brilliant cover of
Year 3000?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, I love that song.
Yeah, it's classic. It's a modern classic.
It's a good song. Wait, we've got people in the studio laughing at us. It's a quality song,
It is
guys.
a good song.
Come on.
Nick
loves his band.
I listen to the Jonas Brothers to this day. I'm like, they're all bangers. They're bangers. They're PG bangers, but they're bangers nonetheless.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's a bit of a collaboration coming up.
Oh, who knows?
Nick Jonas, mate, if you're listening.
If you're listening, you can be our 20th. Come in.
That's depressing.
We've got a challenge there.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So thank you so much for coming into the studio.
Thank you very much.
No problems.
That's our interview with Montaigne.
Could I quickly say a thing? I actually, if people are interested, I'm doing this thing for Oxford Creative Academy on the 24th of August at Hercules Street Studios, which is like a Sony ATV studio, and it's just like how I got to the point I'm at in the music industry. So if anyone's like an aspiring musician or artist or whatever, like that's free. I think you just RSVP on Eventbrite, and it's like me, Jacob Stone from Blue Juice, and Nick Kelly, who's like a go-getter in the music industry. He's like my age 20 and like doing huge things. So if anyone's interested in that, there's that.
That's awesome.
Come along.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I think
Sounds good, guys. Get on that. We'll provide details in the...
We'll put them up on our Facebook page and on the Blitz Facebook page as well.
That's the 895 with Dom and Nick. You can check us out on social media. We've got the Twitter account, real_Blitz Radio, Blitz with a Z. And... Yeah, no worries. All right, thank you so very much for coming in.
No problem.
We're about to play Montaigne's new single, Because I Love You, from her album Glorious Heights, which is out now.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.